Welcome to Fighting Champs Turbo Edition. In this series we'll be taking a very quick look at smaller games that might not have much to them, but are worth talking about nonetheless. The first game in this review series is Reventure, a little game by Pixelato.
At first, Reventure might seem like a bit of a rip-off. You know, like those low-budget games you see that sometimes take inspiration from other popular titles. You start off as a little chap in a green tunic who has to save a princess in an open world. However, Reventure is not all it seems.
Reventure is not really an adventure game at all. You'll notice this the first time you die. Likely you'll get killed when you grab a piece of gear, and a funny little cutscene starts showing Tim being crushed under the weight of all his essential gear. At this point, the game tells you found ending 1 of 100, and there are 99 more to get. So, saving the princess isn't your only goal. You've got to find 100 ways to end the game.
Such a unique mechanic turns what would be a decent adventure game into a hilarious puzzle adventure. You see, even though there is combat, the main focus is on finding out how to use the items you get to end the game, and a lot of the time they're hilarious. For example, at one point you can climb onto the top of the king's castle and make your way up onto the chimney. At this point you're able to drop down the chimney and drop off a load of presents to the guards inside. You even unlock a Santa outfit after doing this. That's just another neat little feature. A lot of the endings will unlock new costumes, characters, or even have a permanent impact on the world, like having a beanstalk grow that you can climb up, or seeing the dead guard outside the castle running away.
Reventure is without a doubt one of the most creative and unique games we've played in a long time. It takes a standard formula, turns it on its head, and manages to make it work. It's also one of the funniest games we've ever played. Sometimes an ending's cutscene was enough to make us laugh. Sometimes it was from the sheer surprise of finding out that a crazy idea we had actually worked. And that's another thing we like too. Reventure feels so rewarding.
The world of Reventure is filled with little nooks and crannies to explore. Every time you find a new area, you'll see a few things and realize you can use certain items on them. Given that you can only carry 4 items at a time, there is a lot of backtracking. However, the world is so small that it usually only takes a few minutes to get back to where you need to be. You never feel like you have to spend hours getting back to that one spot to use whatever item you needed. Every playthrough is short and sweet.
That said, it'll still take a while to get through all of them, especially given the amount of trial and error you will have to do. We got about 70 endings on our first play session, and that took us around about 6 hours, and we're excited to spend another few hours finding the rest.
In conclusion, we highly recommend Reventure, especially as it's only a couple of quid on Steam. The game is funny and silly and not to be taken seriously, but it definitely has enough charm to make it enjoyable. And if we enjoy the story of this little traveller, and the numerous deaths we put him through, doesn't that make the adventure all worth it?
If you want to know more about our own video gaming adventures, then be sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. We don't just stop at video games though. Oh no. We have our very own, not very new at all, social media pages that you can enjoy. Here are the links. You're welcome. Let us know what you think about the game and if there's anything we should feature in future episodes. So on that note, all I have to say is, so long, motherfucker!
This video is over.